Should I stop talking to this girl to avoid getting into trouble? I recently met this girl at my institute. She's not in the same course, but we crossed paths at a group event and instantly connected. It felt like we had known each other for a long time, even though we had just met. I've never been the kind of guy who makes friends quickly, so this was a refreshing change from my usual routine. During one of our conversations, she mentioned she has a boyfriend. I didn't think much of it at the time. She seemed out of my league, and I was more than okay with just being friends. We exchanged Instagram handles and started messaging regularly. We'd grab chai during breaks, chat about classes, and share memes. The more I got to know her, the more I realized how different she was from most people I knew. She was easy to be around. Kind, always smiling, and non-judgmental. It felt like I'd finally found a true friend. But I kept my feelings in check because she was already taken. That's when she mentioned something that changed my perspective. Her boyfriend had a serious temper problem. He's been in fights and even had police encounters. Apparently, he's got a reputation as a classic Amity University Noida hothead. I'm not someone who gets involved in drama, so I started to distance myself. She noticed and asked if something was wrong, but I didn't tell her the real reason. Then, her boyfriend confronted me after class. He asked why I wasn't talking to her anymore, saying she was upset. Surprisingly, he told me to keep being friends with her. I was expecting a confrontation, not encouragement, so I couldn't figure out his intentions. Now, I'm in a dilemma. I value my friendship with her, but the idea of getting involved in any drama with her boyfriend makes me anxious. I don't know if I'm overthinking it or if there's real danger in staying close. Should I cut ties to avoid trouble or keep the friendship despite the risks? Update. After a lot of thinking, I decided to keep the friendship going. As long as I kept my intentions clear, I figured there shouldn't be a problem. But that was my first mistake. We went back to how things were, hanging out after classes and enjoying each other's company. Her boyfriend seemed fine with it, and she was happier with me around. But soon, she began sharing more personal details about her relationship. She'd tell me about fights with her boyfriend and how controlling he was. She said I was the only one she could trust. I wasn't sure how to react. I felt bad for her, but couldn't ignore that I was getting pulled into their problems. Late at night, she'd message me, sometimes crying, saying I was the only one who understood her. This was the kind of drama I had tried to avoid. Then, her boyfriend confronted me again. He directly asked what was going on between us, warning me not to cross a line. There was no shouting, but his tone was enough to send chills down my spine. I tried to play it cool, but inside, I was panicking. The tension only grew from there. I started questioning everything. Was I just a friend, or was I in deeper than I realized? And if she broke up with him, would he blame me? She even told me she was thinking about ending things with him, and I couldn't help but wonder if I was part of that decision. I thought I was just being a good friend, but now it feels like I'm walking on thin ice. What have I gotten myself into? I don't know how this will end, but it's clear that this isn't just a simple friendship anymore. It's turned into something much more complicated, and I'm not sure if I can handle what's coming next.